Welcome to the wonderful world of cocktail glasses. This is one of my favorite subjects. I love high quality cocktail glasses. I literally have hundreds of glasses. And this is something that I really love sharing because this is where you, the host and the home bartender, get so much creative freedom because you really just boils down outside of a few essential rules to what you serve cocktails in. You have unlimited freedom to get whatever glasses you want and the cuts and the shapes and the sizes and all of the things. I'm gonna break down the 3 essential glasses. Then I have a lot of really fun glassware right here that I'm gonna bring in to show you all the preferences and all the things you can. Essentially, boils down to 3 basic categories, and of course, we're gonna expand from there. The 3 basic categories are 1, a rocks glass, then you have a highball glass or a Collins glass, and then you have stemmed glassware. We're gonna expand on all of these, but essentially the easiest way to remember this is the majority of cocktails that are served with ice are served in a rocks glass. This is anywhere from a old fashioned, a Negroni, a margarita, anything that has ice in it that is a proper cocktail usually goes in here. A Collins glass, think of anything that's served with a lot of soda water, not a spritz, but anything else like a gin and tonic, a Tom Collins, a vodka soda. If you're just going to well drinks, a rum and Coke, all of those that are served with soda that are longer drinks. A long drink is served in here, a lot of times with a straw. And of course, the easiest way to remember how do you serve anything in a stemmed glass is any cocktail that is served without ice gets served in a stemmed glass. This is for several reasons. On top of presentation, you're not going to be holding the stemmed glass like this like you would with ice glass. With the ice, your cocktail is going to stay cold. When it's served up, there's no ice to keep it cold, so you want to hold it by the stem, very similar to white wine. Why you don't want to hold it like that, it's going to warm up the cocktail. Now, let's expand on these, working our way backwards. Stemmed glasses are very, very fun. This is a Nick and Nora glass. I think this is the perfect size cocktail glass. It's 5 ounces, it's really elegant, and it's the perfect size for the majority of cocktails that we're gonna be shaking or stirring and pouring up. Of course, you can go from many directions on there, from the classic martini glass. These are really beautiful. I love martini glasses, but when I'm making a martini, you see the size difference here? This is like 8 to 10 ounces. This is 5 ounces. I would rather have an ice cold 5-ounce martini and get a second one that's just as ice cold than to have this massive glass full of a martini or a Manhattan and have it go warm halfway through, because I'm not gonna slam that super quick. But there is this romance about a martini glass that I really do love. Then of course, you have your coupe glasses. Originally, a lot of champagne was poured in here. I still think champagne should be poured in here, but this is perfect for any other cocktail. A lot of Manhattans, a lot of a Negroni served up can also go in here. It can also go in a Nick and Nora glass, but this is a coupe glass. So you have your Nick and Nora, your traditional coupe, and your martini glass. And as you can see, they go up in sizes. For the most part, I think this is the perfect glass to serve in. And you have your wine glasses or your traditional large stemmed glasses. This is where we're gonna put most of our spritzes. And of course, if you have wine or champagne, they're gonna go in here as well. If you're going to choose one of these, I recommend a Nick and Nora size glass, but the coolest thing about it is they come in all different shapes and sizes, which is where your creativity and your preferences come in. So after these stemmed glasses, you have your Collins glasses. Like this. These also come in crazy shapes and sizes from your traditional pint glass. This is called a pearl diver glass. This is more for tiki style drinks, but there's just so much to build off of that. I really love these rocks glasses because these ones specifically stack, and I just think the gold rim is really nice. They come in all kinds of shapes, sizes, and designs, from really, I don't want to call them boring, but like clean, no lines, just a glass which has its place, to these very beautiful designed glasses. And if you want to go off of that, there's all kinds of other worlds in there. For instance, the shot glass, the humble shot glass, and of course you can doll it up like this as well. I love a good Boilermaker or a shot in a beer, or just at the end of a day, you're gonna need a pour, or maybe in a porn star martini, for instance, there's usually a sidecar of champagne in there. That's why I really like this. But shot glasses are really fun. You can go anywhere from traditional to these more modern looks as well. And of course, the coveted tiki glasses. We're gonna have, I'm gonna show you some tiki batch cocktails later on in this course, but this is my favorite tiki glass. I also have some really fun ones here. I found it, the conch. And then you also have Nautilus, a lot of tiki glasses. They're obviously all tiki tropical themes. So these are always fun. All of these are from Trader Vic's, and the majority of all my other glassware is from Visky. Those are all linked below. I also have all of the suggested collections I have of all of my glassware, the ones I use, the ones I recommend. But the glassware is really, really fun, and it can be nuanced with your own personal style. And so don't get overwhelmed by this. At the end of the day, let me get all these tiki glasses out of the way. At the end of the day, I would recommend having a rocks glass and a stemmed glass. I would go with a low ball glass like this and a Nicanor glass like this. If you want to expand, or maybe you already have these, throw in a couple of these Collins glasses as well, but it really goes off of your preferences, but those are the core three. A low glass with ice, a high glass with ice, and a stemmed glass. That's really it. If you really want to geek out with this, you can comment all the fun things you like or my recommendations. I have them linked in the resources in this course, so you can go on there and see all of the amazing glassware. I will warn you, it is a big world. Visky.com, Visky Craft, Trader Vic's, tiki glasses, all of these you can kind of geek out hard with. Start somewhere, start with what you like, and then grow from there. Welcome to the wonderful world of cocktail glasses.